We're wondering whether popular images of women are affecting behavior and whether the bad girls are trying to outdo the bad boys for outrageousness and attention. Take a look.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a and I'm admitting it.
In this video by love and hip-hop reality TV star Mariah Lynn, she brags about using her body for cash. It is what it is.
Don't even get her!
From girl fight beatdowns posted on YouTube to primetime female fights, the message is clear. To get what you want, take it. And on social media, less, as in less clothing, usually equals more followers.
Well, it's easy for us to kind of point to the reality shows and to point to social media and the various things that they're exposed to on television. However, it's important for the parents to become very involved and active in the young girl's life in order for them to have other images of what is a good way to act, what is ladylike.
There was nothing ladylike about the alleged actions of these two women. The NYPD says they robbed an NBA star of more than $500,000 in jewelry. And in this vicious girl gang assault in a Brooklyn McDonald's, the 15-year-old victim actually bragged about her online fame.
I certainly see an increase in their sexuality. They're starting to dress a lot more provocative. They are engaging in all sorts of antisocial behavior, including truancy, sexually active, fighting more.
Fell in love with a bad you know that every time you leave me.
Series like Orange is the New Black have put a spotlight on females on lockdown. It reflects reality. The number of women doing time has been steadily rising since 2010, according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics. Even TV stars who live in mansions, like Teresa Giudice of Real Housewives of New Jersey, end up behind bars. Occupations like stripping that were once shunned are now glamorized.
I'm Cardi B, I come through and I kill everything.
And love and hip-hop star Cardi B used it to launch a booming entertainment career.
The controversial way that some women are being portrayed is a hot-button issue that has everyone talking. Joining me is Pastor James Manning. He's the pastor of the Outlaw World Missionary Church in Harlem. Also with us is reality star Cardi B. You see her in Love and Hip Hop, and she also has a new EP called Gangsta B. Cardi, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We
Thanks
really,
for having me.
we really appreciate it. Also with us is Kayla Gerdes. She just came home from doing a 5-year prison term for manslaughter, for running over and killing a retired doctor, but now she's turned her life around, got an education, starting at Columbia University, and she's going to tell us how low it got for her and what she did to turn her life around. Kayla, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it. Pastor, I want to start with you. What do you see going on with women?
Well, I think that what we have in our entire humanity culture is a decline of the biblical, spiritual, moral that has kept us for so many years. That's all moved off the scene now. And we're looking at a free fall, if you will, in terms of morals, sexuality, immorality, all that's happening, and it's affecting young people greatly. I think that we're going to see more of that decline because of who we have in leadership, but we'll get to that a little bit later on.
Okay, but a lot of young women are in crisis and are facing very tough circumstances. Cardi, you just did an interview recently, and you said it was stripping that helped you get out of a domestic violence situation with your boyfriend. Tell us about that.
Right, well, you know, when I was 18 years old, right, you know, usual Caribbean people, they always have problems with their parents, and they almost all the time get kicked out when they're 18. So, you know, I was forced to live with my first boyfriend, and I was going to college, actually, and I had a day job, which I had to quit college because I couldn't balance my job and college at the same time, and I was making $200 a week, no matter how many hours I put. Like, tax come out, and it's like literally $200, $215. When I got fired from the supermarket I used to work in, the manager from the supermarket, he told me to, oh, you're pretty, you have a nice body, why don't you go across the street to New York Dolls and get a job there? You know what, after I started dancing, I actually made enough money to move out, and on my next semester I started going back to school, and I was doing pretty good. And you know what, it wasn't dancing that stopped me from going to school is that, you know, like I was young-minded, and I be so, I guess, so in love that it's like, you know what, instead of me going to my class and everything, I want to chill with this guy and I want to get drunk to the next day, and I failed, and it's just like after a while it was just like whatever. It was just a whole lifestyle. We're gonna talk about that too. Kayla, your situation, you were 19 years old.
18 years old.
18 years old, and you had a really bad pill problem.
Yes.
Help us understand this. Where was your head at age 18? You're high on Oxy and a bunch of other pills. You're in a van. You ram the van into this lady's yard. This retired doctor minding her own business, gardening or whatever. She's killed, and then even after you're arrested, you're popping off in front of the cameras coming out of the precinct. When you look at the Kayla from 6 years ago, what do you see when you look at that?
A lost, broken, selfish, inconsiderate person who had no regard for herself or anybody else. You know, I was dead.
When you look back on that now, how does that make you feel?
It's sad, but it gives me so much motivation to reach out to other women and to other people who are hurting or who are going through something.
Coming up.
One more question. I promise not to bother you any further.
Don't bother me no more.
I'm here with the one and only Diddy. I still call him Pop because we go way back. Pop votes, vote or die, the education.
Even before that, I'm a lifelong friend here. So proud of you. One of the best in the game. Yeah.
All right.
So it's Ford Edge versus a Sunday.
A lot of people suffer every day, and many of them go on to do great things with their lives.
Right, but not everybody's wired the same way. Not everybody has the same support system. I mean, Cardi's working at a supermarket, going to school, and trying to get away from a boyfriend that's beating her.
Then we want to discover why are people wired the way that they're wired, and we want to try to negate that if they're wired going in the wrong direction.
But do you think there's a lot of pressure in the society for girls, especially, and for young women to fit in and look like they're having the time of their lives, and it's always popping, and they got the latest this and the latest that? Cardi?
Well, I think it is pressure a lot. You know, when you know, me working in the strip club, when I started, I always thought I have a real nice body. I always thought I had a nice butt, nice breasts and everything. And then I'm starting to see on social media that, like, girls like me, it just is nothing in the strip club. You're really like nothing. You're like invisible. And you just get so much peer pressure. Like, look at these girls on TV. Like, all you see is breasts and back in the day, in hip-hop videos, you just seen beautiful dark girls or light girls. They just had nice slim bodies. Nowadays, you can't even get a role if you don't have big boobs, big breasts. You might not even get a role if you're dark. Like, nowadays, like, a preference is like being Spanish. Even in New York City clubs, you might not even get a job because you're dark, and it's sad. It's really all about image and about fitting in. Look at the girls that get praised.
Are you
sad to say, girls like me get praised on social media. That's why I tell girls on my social media, like, it wasn't easy for me, so, like, just because it worked out for me, like, don't do it.
But do you think it's working?
So you tell him that you were telling the other girl. Go ahead, Pastor.
Are you saying that to expose your body as you're presently doing is not the right thing to do? That's cheapening who you are, and to use the word whoring out your body for an income.
if you want to do it, if that's what you want to do, you do it because you want to, but don't feel pressure to do it. Don't feel pressure to do it. Like, don't be a stripper because you see a stripper making money. Because one day a stripper can make $1,000, but there could be 5 days that she makes zero.
What about money without your integrity? I'm just wondering, like, you know, and I'm not trying to come at you any type of way, but, like, what about, like, how do you feel? Because, like, it doesn't, like, you don't feel a way. Like,
at the beginning, when I first started dancing, I felt a little disappointed. Like, I felt like if my parents was to find out, they would be so disappointed, and I felt disgusted. But that's why I saved my money. That's why I own businesses with my money. And it is what it is. It just really depends on what you're doing the things for.
So do you feel like it was like your way out?
It was my way out.
But you would tell, what would you tell other women that
it might not work for you?
You have a career in the entertainment industry, but it's also, you understand, everyone in this room understands. strippers now too, we have a love-hate relationship with them because people are like, well, no, that's not a good thing for a woman to be. But on the other hand, most of the music videos, that's a huge...
All right, so is it okay to be a lawyer to defend murderers, to defend people that stole money from people? You know what? You're just saying in different ways. There's doctors that's prescribing pills to young girls like her. Like, you're just a sinner in different ways. And like I said, like, you do what you want to do because you feel like doing it. Don't feel pressure to do it because you see girls doing it.
Coming up, we'll find out what the pastor has to say about Beyonce.
What up, you guys? It's 7th Streeter, and you're watching Lisa Evers' Street Soldiers on Fox 5.
But Cardi, what about and Pastor, you hear this too, the term H, the H's be winning. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I heard
bragging about.
Earlier, someone said that the earlier rap music did not have the exposing of the woman's body.
That was Cardi, yeah. You see them wearing turtlenecks. They're like wearing.
I suppose to some degree that may have been true. But what I've seen, there was a lot of exposing of women. In fact, they started out with rap music by calling women and that kind of a thing. Pardon me for having used that expression. But I think that it has always been the sense of degrading women, and that women, especially in that young women, have allowed themselves to be degraded in order to be able to go forward, such as what Cardi is doing here. And I applaud the fact that she's trying to get out of it, or at least exposing it for what it is. But it's always been that way as far as I'm concerned.
You're considered almost for everything. Just for speaking out your mind, you are considered a just for speaking out your mind. But you think that she's winning because she got the Celine and she got the red bottoms, but like you don't know how she feels inside for doing what she has to do. So
well, Lisa, could I
it's not all the be winning, some be losing.
The way women are projected in media at present. For instance, if we look at a very popular woman in media today, such as Beyonce, and how she projects her body and uses her body very effectively, as opposed to someone like Aretha Franklin, going back, let's say, a generation ago, would Beyonce's method of demonstrating who she is and gaining her fame by the use of her body, would that be a negative influence on young women, as opposed to Aretha Franklin? You never saw anything about her.
Yeah, but Pastor, but with all due respect, that was also a different era.
Yeah, I know.
And where if you had musical talent, it didn't matter what you look like. Now we're in like a video and visual age.
Who is to say
we're in a visual age.
I understand that, but who is to say that?
Beyonce has talent, and
who is to say that this era should dominate?
But
that's what I'm saying. I know.
Okay.
I recognize the difference.
What, ladies? What do you think about that?
I just want to say that I think that it depends who are your other mentors beside people on TV. Who's nurturing you?
Well, they had the whole movement with Michelle Obama, the pearl necklace movement.
No, but I mean,
nobody
at home.
really.
But I'm talking about at home. If there are girls who are struggling within themselves, and then they see Beyonce or they see strippers making a lot of money, they might say, you know what, this is my way. This is how I'm gonna do it.
Cardi, what about that?
No, I'm not saying Beyonce.
Wait, let me see what Cardi has to say.
Strip though, doesn't she?
Beyonce
she does show a lot, right?
Yeah, but
I
think she does it tastefully. I have to be honest. I don't think Beyonce. I don't think that
to some degree to what she does.
I don't.
She's not a. No one would call Beyonce a stripper, Pastor. You're calling Beyonce a stripper?
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody. I don't think anybody would call her a stripper.
Language that defines she's a stripper and a booty shaker. That's what she does.
New Yorkers have a lot going on, places to go and things to do, and can't let winter get in the way.
That's where we come in.
On a hit show. But do you feel like a responsibility, like you have, because you're getting this message out?
Unfortunately, like I said, I was raised poor, and that's why I work so hard.
Your mother was raised
but did you talk to
you? She came from where? Where did your mother come from?
She came from Trinidad, but my daughter is not going to be raised poor. My daughter is not going to be raised poor. My daughter is not going to be raised poor.
Cardi, Pastor has one more question.
One more question. I promise not to bother you any further.
Don't bother me no more.
The question is, are you happy?
Are you happier now?
Actually, ever since I became like real popular, I'm not really that happy, to be honest with you, because you have people like you all the time judging me. When I was me and nobody knew me. No, you judge.
How do you think he judged
Beyonce?
you?
Like you judge Beyonce. Like you have people like you always judging me, and it's just like.
It's hurtful.
It's annoying, and I can't stand it. And it's so crazy because I make.
How did I judge you?
You're biased, and I'm not going to blame you for that.
I'm expressing a point of view.
I am not.
You're judging me. You're judging me.
I'm not.
I'm expressing a
Cardi,
point
is he
of view.
allowed to have his? Is everybody allowed to have their point of view?
Your opinion. I'm just telling you my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Your opinion is okay. You could do what you want to do.
But it's not necessarily a judgment.
Okay, but let me ask you.
Well, I mean, maybe it feels like a judgment from the way that.
All right, so we have some solutions. You say women have to focus more on being beautiful on the inside as opposed to the outside.
Yeah, but like.
Pastor, you're saying the emphasis on sexuality has to be taken down, way down a notch, and women have to start looking at themselves much more carefully and being more reserved in their appearance and their demeanor. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. And I think they're going to find happiness in that as well. I mean, you know, the physical body is not the only thing that attracts a man. I mean, I've been around for a while. And you want a woman who also has something else to offer you after sex is over with. And so I think that we need to focus more on what the contributions of you spiritually can be. And I'm not talking religiously, but in terms of what you're able to give into a relationship rather than just having sex. You can have sex with a whole lot of people. But you have a relationship with people. And that's what I think Carly is missing. She's missing the whole idea of what a relationship should be about. And people who come to a strip club.
I have a relationship. My man loves out of me.
Yeah,
when I was 18 and I find me another man that don't beat me and love me to death.
They're not looking for a relationship. They're looking for a quick moment.
And I'm not looking for a relationship when I go to a strip club. I go to get money so I could eat. You think I go to the strip club, oh, today I'm going to find me a man. No, I'm here to make money. That's what I came here for. When I was younger, when I was 15, 16, 17, 18, I was not saying in high school, oh my gosh, I can't wait to be a stripper. No, that's where life took me. I had different plans. That's why I graduated high school and went to college.
Did you see women that were doing it with you that had really bad things happen to them?
Yes.
Like, for example?
Like some girls, right? A lot of girls, they don't, like I said, like everybody wants to be a stripper. A lot of girls do not make money stripping. So what do they turn to?
So that's a myth.
To prostitute. A lot of girls do that. And you know what? That is so risky. That is very risky. And that is something that, like I said, if I have a daughter, I'm going to tell her about the casualties that I suffer.
Okay,
I think to answer your question that you asked early on in the program as to whether or not bad girls are advancing, I think the answer is no. I think that by and large, the larger portion of young women are more chaste, if you will. It's the women that are out front on the media that get all the attention and makes it appear. But I see young girls all the time in the street. They're not exposing their bodies in voluptuous ways that would tempt men. They're not doing drugs. They're not looking to be some drug kingpin. And this is the majority of young women.
But shouldn't we just love and not judge everybody? I mean, isn't Christianity the whole Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene story about not judging people for what they do?
I don't know if that's the case, but I do think that you can be forgiven for what you do. I mean, Mary Magdalene and all the others, the prostitutes that Jesus dealt with, were forgiven, but they were not encouraged to continue to do what they were doing. I don't think Jesus would have went to the brothel with them. I don't think Jesus would have showed up at a strip joint. I don't think.
So how come?
I think Jesus would offer them a solution and say,
there is a solution.
So what would you say would be the first step to a woman who has acknowledged that?
Kayla, I'm going to have to cut you off because we're just about out of time, but I just want to get a final word from you real quick.
Okay.
No, just what do you see as the answer for women?
Education.
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 And that's it. Cardi, last word. What do you want people to know about Cardi B?
Be you. Be you. If you want to be a if you want to be a teacher, be a teacher. If you want to be gay, be gay. Be you.
All right, I want to thank all of you for being with us for this episode of Street Soldiers. Pastor James Manning, Cardi B, and Kayla Gerdes, thank you so much for being with us. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, @Lisa Evers. And remember, use your mind. It's your best weapon. I hope it's your only weapon. I'm Lisa Evers. Let's push for peace.
She has been with me for like my entire career, and she has been the most supportive, the most understanding, the sweetest. Oh my goodness, you don't understand. Anything you ask of me, it's done.